A Sarasota County Sheriff's deputy is on paid administrative leave tonight after shooting and killing a man in Venice. The family is outraged and say what happened shouldn't have. But the sheriff says the deputy was in fear for his life. SNN Local News 6 reporter Grant Boxleitner has been following this story all day. He has the latest.
Subjects returned and banged on his front door of his residence.
Authorities say what started out with a knock on a deputy's door in Venice escalated into the fatal shooting of 20-year-old Tyler Spann.
We weren't asleep yet. Heard a gunshot, very loud. And I said, I think that was a gunshot. And my husband said, yeah, it sounded like it.
Sarasota County Sheriff Tom Knight says Deputy Carlos Verdoni chased after the men after a loud bang on his door. He used his patrol car to catch up with Spann on Lisbon Street. And then there was a confrontation. After Verdoni called for backup, Sheriff Knight says Spann came at the deputy.
The subject became uncooperative, came off the ground, and charged and attacked the deputy.
A short time later, shots were fired.
The subject was making efforts to remove the weapon, his duty weapon, from him. That time, Deputy Verdoni continued to make commands to him, and the altercation escalated, and Deputy Verdoni discharged his firearm 2 times, fatally injuring the subject.
Visiting my mom, and she, in the middle of the night, said that she heard shots and a bunch of screaming and then a final shot. And the screaming stopped.
Neighbors say they saw the body right here in this driveway covered up with a sheet. We talked to the woman who lives here who was awakened with a surprise.
It's very scary because we've considered this to be a very, very safe neighborhood. We know everybody. We walk around.
Flowers are draped across Spann's pickup truck only feet from where he was killed. Family members and friends did not want to talk on camera, but they tell SNN Local News 6 the shooting was not justified. But the Sheriff's Department doesn't feel the same way.
We have independent witnesses who saw the struggle, who saw the confrontation, heard the deputy's clear commands, and were confident that these events are not in dispute at this time.
Reporting in Venice, Grant Boxleitner, SNN Local News 6.
During the press conference, reporters asked the sheriff and a sheriff's colonel what crime was committed at the deputy's house. They said trespassing, loitering, and prowling. The sheriff's office is conducting an internal investigation of the shooting. Spann's close friends are planning to remember him at 8:30 tonight at the North Jetty Beach in Nokomis.